Wait, I want to show you something.
Ooh.
There's the strong heartbeat right there.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow, that is so exciting.
I'm low-key freaking out.
Why?
I didn't think it was gonna like happen. I thought like, oh, it probably won't even take, so like, who cares? You know, we'll try it. And now that it is, the two little ones are gonna be a year apart.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell any of my friends. I'm gonna tell your friends, because your friends are the ones that keep it quiet. So I'm not gonna, if I have to tell anyone, I'm gonna call your friends.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know who I think our informant is? North.
What do you mean? She tells everybody?
A mom at school texts me and goes, congrats, I heard you're having a baby brother. And I go, what? And I go, oh, that, and she goes, yeah, North is going around saying she finally has a baby brother, so Saint won't bother her anymore.
Stop.
And I was like, oh, that's just her dream, ha ha ha. I'm like, she's the one this whole time.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. I mean, I killed it.
I'm just kidding.
No, but I killed the rumor. You guys, I don't have a nanny anymore.
What?
She said P was really upset. She was putting her in the car and Penelope scratched her face. But P can be out of control. I think she almost like blacks out and like does these wild things. But like if you're a nanny, you also...
I've never had...
If a kid scratching, can you pop the kid and it's cool?
No, but you could also say something to her in the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you need to reach out to her and you need to say, I am so sorry.
This is so much more serious than I think you realize because I had 6 kids. Not one time in my entire life did anyone ever have a complaint like this, ever.
I scratched you and I used to slap my nannies. Like, bam,
But we need to take care of this before it gets too far out of control.
There's nothing I could take away from her physically that she will care about. Mason I could take away, whatever, he cares. Penelope does not care. Every kid is different.
I'm sorry, but if he scratched me for no reason, I'm whipping her and I'll explain to y'all later.
What?
I will whip her.
You would whoop Penelope's if she scratched you?
I would give her a spanking for sure.
My daughter? What are you talking about?
Scratch me
You
in
would
my
whip
face.
my daughter's if she touched you?
No, scratch me.
she
If
scratched?
she
You would
scratched
whip
me.
my daughter's
Why not?
if she scratched you?
Why not?
A little 6-year-old girl? What the are you talking about?
That's the problem.
Stop it.
But
Stop
that's the
it,
problem.
Corey.
But that's
Stop
the
it.
problem.
You're not going to beat my little daughter.
Not beat. I would.
I don't think he's
Hey.
meaning like
He just
beat
said
her.
it.
He does
Hey.
mean that. He does
You
mean
just
that.
said you would beat my daughter.
I said
if
whip.
She scratched you.
I said whip.
So I have a serious question to ask you.
Oh God, what?
To co-parent is a different beast. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to figure out. Because you get territorial, like, this is my baby. What do you
Why
mean you're
are you-
telling me
why are you
what to do?
saying that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you forget, oh no, it's both your baby. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Tristan is back in Cleveland. The NBA season is starting. This is the first season that I am not with Tristan. Typically, I go back and forth about every other week to Cleveland. He really misses True, and he doesn't really know when he's going to see her next. And I really have not put much thought into how True is going to visit Tristan in Cleveland. I just kind of been avoiding having this conversation. Honestly and truthfully, I just want us to have a peaceful friendship. And
Existence.
Tristan's been really consistent and present, and that's great. But I just like haven't even thought of this part yet, like
That you haven't gone.
that I'm not going, which it's fine. But I'm like, we haven't talked about this yet, but I'm like, does that mean I have to send True there by herself? Co-parenting's hard, and you have to also like respect both parents.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know what I feel comfortable with. And I'm sure he won't make me do anything I don't feel comfortable doing, but then is that even fair for True to not see her dad? Because that's gonna be a long, however many months. Kourtney and Scott, at least, they're 2 miles from each other.
I know. When Scott wants to see the kids, or if Mason wants to go spend the night with Dad, he just goes over there. It's not like a thing.
I know. Just gives me anxiety to think I would have to send her anywhere. Like she's just a baby.
You'll figure it out.
Has North ever seen the show?
I think like clips on
Bits of it,
TikTok. She
right.
sees like it's a popular TikTok where like they do the crying scene from the Bora
earrings?
Bora. Yeah. are
Right.
pretty much all my crying scenes. So she sees that stuff and she'll come in and
Yeah.
go, Mom, I lost my hearing.
My hearing's gone! Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. My hearing.
Oh
She'll
my
like
God,
do that
that's
as a
funny.
joke. And I'm just like, you have no idea what that is.
Right. I'm just thinking like they're gonna watch it at some point because it's like our life. At what point do we sit them down and say like, you're allowed to either go through these seasons and see what like mom and dad did all these years? Or, you know, at some point they're just gonna be like, I want to see
I don't really
when
want to explain like who Chris Humphries is.
See that is your life, that is your past, and at some point they're gonna be interested in seeing everything. They're either gonna do it without us or with us.
I get that. And I'd rather do it with. I'd rather be that parent. But I'm just not ready for the kids to see it yet.
I agree.
Recently, my kids have asked to watch the show, but I'm really hesitant. I think just because I'm gonna have to, me personally, I'm gonna explain a lot.
Honestly, the only person that did bad shit on the show was me.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have nothing to worry about.
Jesus.
Stop it.
I really have some explaining to do.
I mean, it's kind of crazy that when the show, when we announced that we were going to stop it, that Kourtney told Mason, and like he really didn't have any reaction. Like it doesn't mean anything to him, you know. But the kids were such a big part of the show.
Right, because they were born into it. If we were born with cameras around, we wouldn't know the difference either.
Yeah.
Must be crazy though to be a kid and not even really realize you're on the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Like, your whole life's been filmed and we've been putting it on TV, but...
Could you imagine if we named one of our kids Truman? Oh my God, True.
Oh my God. Why don't we call her that?
Why don't we call her that? So have you thought of any ideas for the party? Yeah. Actually, I'm trying to do it somewhat healthy. Like she was gonna have this like Candyland, Kourtney. It's not gonna be healthy.
But
Nobody wants Kourtney. Yes, it can. It's not going to be healthy no matter what. Sugar's not healthy. But I'm saying let's do not the nasty stuff with food coloring and all like gross shit. Give me an example of candy you want. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I said we could have the organic cotton candy.
Kourtney has this vision of no sugar or no disgusting chemicals in candy. It's like a completely sugar-free, gluten-free, party-free, fun-free zone because Kourtney has decided that it just doesn't make sense, and it really wasn't the theme of what North and Penelope wanted for their birthday.
There's just better solutions to things instead of your dated candy that's like literally food coloring that gives people diseases. This is like not the right theme. So switch the theme.
How can you have a Candyland? Your brand? This is about a kid's party. This is not about your brand.
Yeah, but I'm saying what I stand for, not even what a kid's party.
Then why does your car have leather seats? Why are you wearing plastic glasses?
I can't believe that Kim isn't willing to compromise at all and that she doesn't feel guilty about giving not only her kids and my kids, but all these kids that are coming to our party so much junk and candy. It's just like, it's such a dated vibe to be like that.
Like, I want a fun kids party with real candy.
Well, that's your problem.
No, Dr. A just said it probably wasn't the best idea for me to carry. She's nervous and cautious about a couple things.
What is your opinion on me doing the surrogate?
First time was so scary. I did a FaceTime first, and then I invited him over for dinner with her 2 kids, and Kanye and her husband, and I wanted to meet them all face to face. I didn't know what, you know, to expect, and I wanted to feel and see if this energy was gonna work for us, and she was amazing, and her husband was so great. You wanna make sure they're just a good person.
I agree.
I think it depends even like what they watch on TV. Who?
The surrogate, she's saying.
The surrogate.
While the baby is in the womb.
Why?
She feels that
I
the
feel
baby
like
can
it has
hear
an effect. I don't know.
I don't think what you watch has anything. I don't. but I really do believe like what you eat, because you're feeding it to your kid.
But you can ask her, like, what are you eating? I'm just curious, like, I'm not gonna tell you what to eat and what to like, except for if you can pay for like extra organic stuff so that they only eat organic fruits and vegetables and meats.
You'll find the right person. I can help you, like, once you get applicants, like, it shows them a picture of them and their family, and then you talk to, like, the husband, and it's like a whole thing. Like,
I didn't know you were allowed to know that much about them.
Yeah, you have to know, like, everything about them.
It is kind of a weird experience, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like at the end when you're like, okay thanks, bye.
Yeah.
And then you, like, take the kid and you're like, bye, thank you so much.
I think the right thing to do is to have them come see the baby at some point before they leave. But you have to make, like, decisions of, like, do you want them to pump and then send the milk to you, you know, every few days?
What? It's like bizarre.
The ice cream truck. I really want to go to the ice cream truck. Ooh, do I want an icy or a bomb pop? Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Can I get a bomb pop, the original?
Okay.
This is so good.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Have fun.
You know my friend Amy just got pregnant? Mm-hmm. She has an 8-month-old. Yeah. So they're gonna be 16 months apart. So if Mason's 6 months, but how if I got pregnant now, when can you have like 6 months after? Most people could have 6 weeks after, but really? The doctor told me to wait 2 months. Why? I don't know. But once the doctor gave us the okay, we were like excited to try it, but I was like very painful. It was painful? Yeah, it felt like a metal pole is literally ramming you in the crotch. Ew. Scott and I are doing all of the necessary things to optimize our chances of having a baby. I just wish there was some kind of way to make this whole process easier on Scott and myself, especially me, actually. My estrogen levels are so low when you're breastfeeding. What does that mean? That's why you don't get juicy down there. Juicy down there? That's disgusting. The juice isn't loose. It's called bilubricant. Who buys lube? What, like you're afraid to buy lube? Like what, I'm gonna go in the store and be like, hi, I need some lube. No, you'll send like an assistant or someone else to go buy it for you. That's true. I guess you could always send someone. There's no excuses. You need someone to play with. Another one of these. Yeah, yeah.